Long time ago, when magic and dragons lived, this is the chronicle of the Lion Kingdom on the continent of Eleanor. The three kingdoms, the Falcon Kingdom of the Eagle faction, Lionheart Kingdom of the Lion faction, and the Draken Kingdom of the Dragon faction, lived in peace and balance of power. In the frozen highlands to the northwest, the Falcon Kingdom, which worships the eagle, the guardian of wisdom and wind, is ruled by King Aldrich. He is the one who ended the civil war between the White Falcon and the Black Falcon, and united them to establish the current Falcon Kingdom. The land does not thaw all year round, and the minerals from the land are noble and expensive, and are often used for crafting and accessories. They specialize in hunting, meat processing, winter gear, and leather processing. In the volcanic area of boiling lava to the northeast, Valek, who rides a dragon and is said to be the only heir to the legendary Chosen King, rules. This land is a land where magma never cools and continues to flow. It is a very barren environment, but the volcanic rock from the volcanic caves can extract the energy needed to use magic. And what the dragons living around it leave behind when they die provides everything that humans can live on. Meat, bones, claws, scales, etc. are especially used when synthesizing or polishing weapons and armor. In the central plains and fertile lands of the continent, Lionheart the First Alberion, who carries the shining Lucas sword and rides a white horse, rules. Because he is located in the center, he tries to live peacefully with neighboring countries, without friction as much as possible. As a city of farmers and traders, it is always bustling with people from other countries. People from other continents also come here often, and the abandoned lands in the south, where no life lives. Morvar is the kingdom of skeleton knights. King Lion Yin's magician, Morkin, was secretly studying dark magic, but was chased out by King Lion Albarion and imprisoned in an underground prison. However, the skeleton Naxael, who was studying, broke the prison and escaped with him. The two went to the land of Morvar and continued their research on dark magic, and quickly created a skeleton army and built a kingdom. No one knows whether the magician Morkan is dead or alive. King Lion, I heard from his ancient ancestors about the dangers of dark magic. It can destroy and end the world. That is why he is well aware of the seriousness of this. That is why he restrained Morkan and imprisoned him. However, he did not tell the other kingdoms about this fact. It was as if the skeleton kingdom was naturally created by a crazy magician. The other kingdoms may be eagerly waiting for the fall of the lion force. It may be because having the fertile land in the center is an enormous power. As time passed, the skeleton knights frequently attacked villages on the outskirts of the Lion Kingdom's southern border. The damage was getting bigger and bigger. Ryan, I could not just sit back and watch, so he asked for help from each kingdom. However, each kingdom did not suffer any direct damage, so they only provided the bare minimum of troops. With that number of troops, they could only barely continue to defend. Ryan, I was deeply troubled. Then one day, while looking out the window, the night sky brightened, and he saw something falling behind the mountain. Ryan, I headed there with his son right away. A huge shining meteorite was burning brightly. At that moment, he had a feeling that this could change the course of the war. He took the stone and went to see the blacksmith Orin. He asked him to make a sword with the blood of the royal family and this stone. While making it, he felt a tremendous power, and finally the shining Lucas sword was completed. As soon as he swung the Lucas sword, the skeleton knights fell. He continued to advance, and before he knew it, he had pushed down to the vicinity of the skeleton Night Kingdom's base. Lion Eye became greedy. He thought he could wipe out the skeleton kingdom like this. However, there were more skeleton knights in the base than he had thought. He began to grow tired of the war that was getting longer and longer. Lion Y, who thought that this could not go on, started looking for the leader of the skeletons. He finally found a skeleton that seemed to be the leader and fought with all his might. Lion Thumbs, who was too proud of the Sword of Light, fought the skeleton knight commander and was killed in the fight. When he heard the news of the king's death, all the lion forces retreated and the war ended with a temporary truce. Lion King Y passed away. Not long after his death, Lion King Leon's son, Leon II, was born, and he succeeded to the throne. For several years, the Lion Kingdom was in chaos and internal instability, and the loyalists coveted the throne. Then one day, Lion King II also passed away suddenly. It is assumed that it was a murder by someone's scheme, but the weakened Lionheart family was unable to fight back. Lion III, Elian, was also too young, so Lion II Queen Seraphina spent her days anxiously, thinking that she and her son could be killed at any time. One night, the queen felt a strange feeling and went to her son's room. However, she was surprised to see the intruder using strange magic and stopped him. Judging that the situation was not good, she escaped out of the castle with Elian. But as if someone knew everything, the escaped carriage was also attacked. The queen was unable to escape. The escort knights stalled for time so that Elian could escape as much as possible. Elian was lying unconscious in the deep forest. An old man found him and took him home. Elian came to his senses and ran out of the cabin barefoot. But no one came looking for him. Lion, who was lost in the forest, was about to become prey to wolves, but the old man appeared and chased away the wolves and saved him again. Back at the cabin, the old man told him his past story. He was one of Lion One's loyalists, named Calwen. He was currently expelled due to a conspiracy and betrayal. A man named Arsaron framed Calwen in order to thoroughly chase him away. He was the one who arranged for the wizard Morkan to experiment with dark magic. He was the one who tried to reveal the fact that he was experimenting, but Archaron was very mean, but clever and good at strategy. He had already framed and chased away King Ryan I, as if everything was planned by Calwen. Calwen immediately recognized that Elian was the king's blood relative. Maybe this was a revelation from God.